Mermaid tale.
This is the intro to Pim's Daily Vlogs. Pim's Daily Leaps. Enjoy.
Alright guys, this day I'm going to make another mermaid tale, but this time I'm going to show you how to do it step by step by step, because that's what I was trying to do yesterday, but I kind of forgot, and then you wouldn't turn on, so I'm going to try it today. So this is how you would make a mermaid tale. The things that you need giant piece of paper to do your pattern on, you need your fabric, you need matching thread, and most importantly, you need a monofin. This is the one thing that you can't like. Monofin. It also helps if you have a sewing machine, a bunch of pins and needles and all that kind of stuff. That's what you need to make a mermaid tail. Now the thing about the monofin is when you make your pattern, you have to put it on and then draw an outline of yourself from about your belly button down with your monofin on, so that you have a giant piece of paper of your mermaid fin, and then you cut out your pattern directly on the line, and that would be your pattern for the mermaid fin. And then double check on it to make sure that you don't have any random bumps anywhere or things like that because of clothes or what you were wearing or that kind of thing. For your fabric, you will need somewhere between 2 and 3 yards depending on how tall you are and how big your fin is. Do not underestimate how large your fin is. If you can, take it with you to the store when you buy fabric, so you can at least have it with you and you can kind of measure the fabric against it so you know how big it is, because the fin part of mine is really big and I actually had to go back and get another group of fabric. So I'm going to make a toon-toned mermaid tail today, at least attempt to. I've got this fabric for the main body of the tail, and then I have this fluffy pink to be the bottom part of the tail. So after you get your fabric laid out, pin your pattern to it, cut out like about an inch or two away from the pattern, and that would be your seam. That would be all the stuff that, stays sewed together. So let's get started. This is why you double check the length of your fabric. The first time we got this, we underestimated the length of the flipper, so we got enough to cover me, but not enough to cover the flipper. So we got extra fabric. What you do in this situation is you lay them both out, and then you open them up so it's just one layer. You pin them together and sew them together. One more tip: double, triple, quadruple check that you have the good sides together. Double check. Make sure that you're not accidentally like sewing things inside out and backwards, because if you do that, then it's just going to double your time. You're going to have to undo all the stitches. You could have random spots of things that the stitches were in your fabric, and it could look bad. So double, triple, quadruple check. Be extra careful about that, because that's one thing that you really don't want to ruin the nice part of your fabric by accidentally sewing it inside out. Double check. Here's the fabric all cut out. All it requires you to do is that you put the pattern down, pin it, and then cut it. That's why you make sure that the good side of the fabric is facing in. Now this is going to be a two-toned one. So there's actually now 2 pink things and 2 full tails. So what I'm going to do now is pin one of each of these onto the main tail and sew those together, and then put them inside out and sew the whole thing together. And now we have tail side A, tail side B. Once you get the pins all pinned on, you can head over to your sewing machine, pick out for the thread that matches at least one of the fabrics, and go ahead and just sew it on. And sew on both sides so that when you hold it up, you don't have any pins and neither part of it will fall off, and then you can sew it together. So let's start sewing. And magic happens and the tail is finished and packed away, because I totally didn't forget to vlog about the end of it. So here's what happens. By the time you get, once you get like it all cut out and you start sewing it together, it's really just sew it together, and then whatever kind of top you're doing. I did an elastic, so I had to make a little pocket and then sew that, and then I sewed the sequins on top of it because I wanted that on the top, and then put the elastic in, and that's just sort of like, you just think about it, you go boom, 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 you just finish it, finish it, finish it. And so that's what happened. That's why I didn't vlog. It's not a very good excuse, but There you go. And then I sat for a while, and you were away. And my mom practiced her pedicure. She got like a pedicure set, and so she like gave me a pedicure on my feet, and now they feel really, really nice. And I sat and I edited and edited and edited. I noticed I did about 6 videos where I didn't change the months, so it was saying like June 2nd, June 3rd, and I'm like, no, it needs to be July. So I had to fix all those. It's the last one that needs to be fixed, and it's being fixed. And yeah, they all should be getting uploaded like last week. I think I'm uploading like last Thursday at the moment, and so I should be able to do Friday in the morning, and then you'll just have to wait for Saturday and yesterday and today, and I'll just do all that stuff. I'll see how much of an internet connection I can get when I go to Piers. It is going to be fun. And look at this. This is my new project to entertain me whilst I am relaxing. It's a 3D latch hook. I'm making a giant cupcake pillow. Yeah, I'm excited. So all my stuff is packed up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night and sweet dreams.
And this is the end.